Welcome back to Crypto Atlas, your daily source for crypto whale alerts and crypto market news. Today we're tracking several huge on-chain moves, massive Ethereum transfers tied to Binance and Coinbase, big wrapped Ethereum activity cycling through Aave, and even BitMine Immersion crossing 3 million Ethereum in holdings, now owning over 2.5% of the entire Ethereum supply. So let's go ahead and dive in. The first two Ethereum whale alerts involving Ceffu and Binance show a clear pattern. The first transfer moved 67,000 Ethereum, worth around $279 million, from Ceffu to a wallet that's been active for over a year, holding around 9,700 Ethereum. Shortly after, that same wallet sent 67,220 Ethereum directly to Binance. At first, it might seem like a random whale moving massive funds, but the evidence points to Binance repositioning its liquidity internally, likely preparing for upcoming withdrawals, trading activity, or institutional settlements. These kinds of transfers happen when exchanges rebalance between custody and hot wallets, keeping liquidity ready for whatever comes next. And next up, a 33,999 Ethereum transaction that's worth roughly $140 million headed into Coinbase Institutional. The receiving wallet is tagged as Coinbase Prime, meaning it's part of their institutional custody division, not just a random user deposit. This type of move usually signals institutional rebalancing or reserve management, possibly to support large over-the-counter trades or upcoming client inflows. Combined with the Binance transactions, this paints a clear picture. Major exchanges and custodians are actively repositioning Ethereum reserves, which often happens before large-scale market activity or after periods of volatility, which you guys know we just had. Three major wrapped Ethereum whale alerts also hit the blockchain in quick succession, all tied to Aave, one of the biggest decentralized lending platforms. The first transfer moved 12,000 wrapped Ethereum, which is about $49.9 million, into Aave. Shortly after, another 12,000 wrapped Ethereum flowed out of the protocol to a separate wallet. And then a third alert followed with 13,700 Ethereum, or wrapped Ethereum, I should say, around $56.5 million back into Aave. And all three transactions involved the same Aave contract address, suggesting a coordinated liquidity operation. This pattern usually happens when large lenders are repaying loans, rebalancing collateral, or rotating yield positions. The matching sizes and close timing make it likely that a single entity, possibly an institutional DeFi player, was cycling funds for risk management or strategy adjustment within Aave. And finally, BitMine Immersion has just become the largest Ethereum treasury holder on record. After last week's dip, it purchased another 202,037 Ethereum, pushing its total stash to over 3.03 million Ethereum, more than 2.5% of all Ethereum in circulation. Chairman Thomas Lee called the buy a, quote, strategic accumulation opportunity after the market's pullback. BitMine also holds 192 Bitcoin, a $135 million stake in WorldCoin, which is WLD, and more than $100 million in cash. Despite a short position from Carisdale Capital, BitMine's stock, BMNR, still rose over 3%, ranking among the top 25 most traded US stocks last week. And then just a little bit of side news. We have a post here from Ted, who does a lot of crypto discussions over on Twitter, and they believe this: Ethereum will catch up with the M2 supply in the fourth quarter. The fair value of Ethereum is $8,000 to $10,000 by the first quarter of 2026. With institutional bidding and staking approval, I think Ethereum will rally hard. I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you agree with this, or do you disagree, and why? I'd love to get your opinion. And just taking a quick look at the price chart for Ethereum, really nice green candle yesterday. We're seeing more continuation today. There was one point where we actually had this a little bit in the red, but right now it is looking good. And this is almost caught back up to where we were before this huge dip took place back on October 10th. So it's nice to see after such an absolutely catastrophic drop that just 3 days later, we've nearly recovered everything. People are becoming quite bullish and optimistic overall. There is still that whale that I covered in my other video that people are concerned about. Maybe they have some insider information, maybe they know something that we don't. But I will say this, guys, if that person gets liquidated, there's a lot of funds that could help drive Bitcoin's price up even higher. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out, though. And who knows, they might make even more of a profit. We might see another drop. Now, in addition to this, a couple other indicators I do want to point out. We're in the upper channel for the Fibonacci retracement, so we're still pretty close to the all-time high for Ethereum. We're above the VWAP, which is that purple line. That's bullish. And then we are essentially in a wide range for the Bollinger Band. It did pinch back here a little bit back around September 12th, and then started to expand here around September 22nd or so, but not by much. So we're still kind of fitting within this channel. It's trying to make its major move and break out. And when you have people like Ted who are so bullish, I want to know what you guys think as well. That's what I got for you guys. You can find my referral link to the crypto exchange BTCC down in the description below. This has been around for 13 years. And if you do want to do leverage, which be really cautious with that, this actually goes up to 500x leverage. And there's no VPN or KYC required to get started. There's bonuses when you use my referral link. And that's what I got for you guys. I'm also on Blue Sky at Crypto Atlas. Thank you very much to my Patreon supporters, as well as my YouTube members. You guys are all amazing. I hope you have a beautiful day. Stay safe. God bless. We'll see you guys in the next episode.